Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Frankie here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. In my last video of this series, we went ahead and showcased some of my rarest shiny Pokemon in my collection, and today I'm here to show you some of my rarest mythical Pokemon in my collection. Mythical Pokemon, unlike legendary Pokemon, are usually distributed through some kind of in-game event or through a mystery gift system or a serial code, which will allow you to download this Pokemon through online on consoles like the Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, and the Nintendo Switch. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy 5 of my rarest mythical Pokemon in my collection. Kicking today's video off with a banger, as always, is my 2010 Celebi from the release of the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl movie, Master of Illusions Zoroark, which released in Japan on July 10th, 2010. In order to receive this Celebi, you needed to head on over to a movie theater in Japan that was distributing the Pokemon along with your Nintendo DS and a copy of Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver. A quick fun fact about this event was having the ability to get an exchange ticket that allowed you to receive one of the following shinies, Raikou, Entei, or Suicune in-game as well for advanced ticket holders. Something cool about this special distribution was that you could receive your special Celebi while in your movie seat, all done wirelessly. The Nintendo online system, so parents taking their kids to the movies didn't have to wait in any extra lines, hold on to their items, or have them miss the movie in order for them to get this Pokemon in their possession, which sounds awesome. This Celebi knew the moves Leaf Storm, Recover, Nasty Plot, and Healing Wish upon distribution and held a Jaboca Berry. I think this Celebi is very special and honestly think Celebi has one of the best designs of all mythical Pokemon and as well as one of the best shinies. Coming in at spot number 2 on today's top 5 is the cult Pokemon Keldeo. Specifically, my 2012 Kyurem vs the Sacred Swordsman Keldeo pre-order Keldeo. This Pokemon was received through the pre-order of the Pokemon film I just mentioned through distribution in Japan at participating locations. The distribution was made available for Pokemon Black, White, and Black and White 2. This Keldeo knew the moves Aqua Jet, Leer, Double Kick, and Bubble Beam upon you receiving it, and held a PP Max item. Keldeo is one of my favorite of the Swords of Justice, and I'm not really fond of these Pokemon anyways, but for some reason, I can't help that Keldeo, who is supposed to be the weaker of the crew and taught how to defend itself in the lore, is actually the strongest of the group, and who doesn't enjoy a story like that? Next up, we have the underdog of this video, and probably one of the only good things to come out of the Alola region as a whole, my 2017 Marshadow. Marshadow is one of the best looking mythical Pokemon and is unique to this list as it is the only mythical Pokemon with its own Z move. As if Z moves were ever really relevant, it still is something that only it has, along with the Marshadow Z Crystal. This Marshadow was distributed to trainers across the US in October of 2017 through GameStop via serial codes on these small little cards that you would collect from various locations in order to download your mystery gifts. I believe distributions this way were peak. You could go into your local GameStop, scratch off the code, type it into your game, and boom, you have yourself your mystery gift items and your Pokemon. This Marshadow had the moves Spectral Thief, Close Combat, Force Palm, and Shadow Ball. Marshadow did not come with a held item, but you were given the Marshadow Z Crystal at the same time when receiving your Pokemon in-game. Marshadow has always been an underrated mythical to me, as I don't ever see it used in any sort of promotion after its reveal, and only up until last year around July, in Pokemon Go Fest 2024, we hadn't seen anything relating to Marshadow in any of the games, movies, or the show in years. Pokemon Company, if you're watching this, please, we need some more Marshadow in our lives. Bring the homie back for some more promo in 2025. Jumping into number 4 on our list today, we have my 2010 Shaymin from Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Almia. By completing the mission in this game, you want to go ahead and chase and capture Shaymin while Team Dim Sum members are trying to do the same. You access it through a special in-game event or through the Ranger Net feature. Once you've captured your Shaymin in Ranger, you can transfer it to other games such as Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. This Pokemon can also be transferred to Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This special event for this Shaymin ran from November 2010 to January 2011 and knew the moves Growth, Magical Leaf, Leech Seed, and Synthesis. While Shaymin is not the strongest grass type or even the strongest grass type mythical, it is a really sweet looking design, and the shiny is absolutely insane in both its regular and sky form. I don't have much luck with good or shiny Shaymin, as you can see here on the screen now. The IVs of all my Shaymin on Pokemon Go are abysmal, and so are my odds on finding a shiny one on BDSP. Nonetheless, I think that Shaymin has got its due of appreciation from the fans and the Pokemon Company altogether, and that it is well deserved. Last but not least is quite literally the strongest grass type mythical in the games, and that is none other than the king of the jungle himself, Zarude. But not just any old plain Zarude. We have the special distribution Data Zarude from Pokemon the movie Secrets of the Jungle from 2021. This Zarude in particular carries a choice scarf, which is fitting as it wears a physical pink scarf matching the one worn by the Zarude in the film. It was distributed by Serial Code and received in Pokemon Sword and Shield on the Nintendo Switch. One of the first videos I made on Pokemon when I came back to making content was actually on this Pokemon and the shiny Celebi you obtained with it. But we can save the Celebi for another top 5 video in the future. With a base stat total of 600, Zarude stands at the top of the other grass mythicals in its category, with a 120 attack and a 105 defense and a 105 speed, only contested by our last Pokemon, Shaymin, but only in the Sky form, with a special attack of 120 to Zarude's 70 and a 127 speed to Zarude's 105. It lacks in defense, with the base stat of 75 and a special defense at 75 to Zarude's 105 and 95 respectively. All in all, this Pokemon is a heavy hitter. With grass type moves like Hammer Arm, Power Whip, and Energy Ball, you don't want to be on the receiving end of one of those attacks if they are coming from a Pokemon like Zarude. Well, that's it for today's video. Which Pokemon in today's top 5 was your favorite? Do you own any of these rare Pokemon in my collection? And if so, which ones? Tell me about the ones you own, but didn't see in today's video. I would love to hear about your favorite rare Pokemon in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing for more Pokemon related content. It really helps the channel out and move my content out of the depth of the YouTube algorithm. Best part of all, it's free. For more Pokemon content and content for myself, check out the links in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next video.